Henny, salute. NY Nikki baby, salute. Appreciate the pull up. You already salute the NY Nikki baby, man. That's a whole fact. Appreciate the pull up. All right, Henny, what's going on, man? Renegade Society Production, salute. My guy was Bobino. Yeah, what's Bobino, fellas? What's Bobino? We gotta have a good one today. Yeah, the day we gonna be all over the place with it, but the day gonna be a good one. Yeah, we gonna be all over the place with it. It's gonna be a good one. NY Link, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, we got. You already know, man. It's a lot going on, man, right now. Word is a lot going on right now. Like, I don't understand it. I wanted to switch the show up a little bit, due to the fact of what's going on. There's a lot of speculation going on with Fat Joe. That's nasty work. But, I didn't do my due diligence to that yet, so I'll probably break that story, hopefully this weekend. We can get down to that. You know what I mean? It's ugly. It's ugly. It is ugly. Then you got Mano. You got this guy coming at him all sideways. Yeah, it's just getting ugly, people, man. All this just came across my desk in a manner. I said, let me get and go live, and drop my spill on things and see, what's what, and oh boy, a lot came out. That's a fact. A lot came out. So I'm like, wow, okay. Then we got the Pat Poose and Remy Ma situation. That's the way it goes. Sometimes NY Link. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes that's how the ball bounces. Sometimes sometimes that ball bounce like that. Sometimes you gotta make them kind of decisions. You know what I mean? But yeah. So y'all already know, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, rocking out with your boy 050BUCKS, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. Y'all already know how the program go. When you come in the building, hit the like button, share the live, go subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of all my notifications when I go live. I put a poll up about this. Let's see where it go. I want to know, is Pat Poose the father of Remy Ma's daughter, her last child? These are the things that he's speculating. But I can't go but so far with it because I don't have all the details. I haven't heard nothing yet that debunks the story. I haven't heard no one yet that broke the story. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, which way which way to go with it, but to somewhat speculate. You dig what I mean? NY Nikki baby, good afternoon to you. I'm hoping your afternoon going great. Like I said, everybody hitting up Summer Jam. Let's see where that go. But that's the look. I guess everybody hitting up Summer Jam. You know what I mean? So usually I do Summer Jam, man. You gotta go with 3 outfits. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go with 3 outfits, people. Word. Rain, snow, thunder, all in one. That's a fact. So might bust a move down that way. Asian salute, appreciate the pull up. That's a fact. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, so might go finesse that, see what that's headed for. But yeah, so I got the poll on my community wall. So please participate. Go check that poll out and let me know what y'all think. Is Remy Ma Papoose baby mother? Because now he's saying, or he's questioning, is that his child? It's getting nasty. Is this what black love ending looks like? NoBueno.com. NoBueno.com, people. NoBueno.com. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, again, I ain't gonna say that because we don't know I don't know the what's the name, the magnitude to it all. But it is what it is. Give me a second, people. It is what it is. It is what it is. You dig? And that's that. You know what I mean? That's just that. But we do know it is what it is, right? We do know that much, right? We do know that much. That's going a bit much. Now he's questioning, is he the baby father? Which, like I said, I don't want to jack that to be true because I really didn't hear, what I'm saying, nobody else rebuttal it or even confirm that that's what that's what he's talking about. So I don't know. I know it's nasty. I do know that. I know that's if that's what's going on, that's nasty. I mean, she had to get pregnant while I guess while she was incarcerated. Yeah, no. Vic, salute. Yeah, so what y'all think? Yeah, man, go to that yeah, you know what I mean? NY Niggy baby. Is he the like how that come about? Like all this, all of a sudden now you question that? I don't know. I don't know. Now we gotta let the airplanes go by and all that, you know what I mean? But the last I know, she had to get pregnant or something like in jail or something, right? That's one. Two, is this petty at its finest? Let's just call it what it is. Is it petty at its finest? You know what I mean? Is it petty at its finest? You know what I'm saying? So we got that. I want to, like I said, I really can't talk too much about that because I don't know how true that is. I know we got this Fat Joe situation that's taking over the airwaves. I don't know how true that is either, but it's paperwork out there, where Fat Joe's being sued for 20 mil. 20 mil. He's being sued for 20 million. You know what I mean? And the allegations is bonkers. Yeah, the allegations is bonkers, people. Monique Sloop. Oh, she got pregnant. She got pregnant. And while Nikki Baby said she got pregnant after she came home. That could be some speculation. I was only thinking from the standpoint that he impregnated her behind the wall. So I didn't even know that. El Plaga salute. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my man El Plaga. Got a new situation. Go subscribe to my man El Plaga TV. You dig what I mean? Please do so. Please do so. But yeah, people, it's I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that joint is like it's getting real ugly. Yeah, at least a year or two after. Okay, NY Links. Yeah, so hey, do he have every right? Can we say that? Can we say he has every right? It's weird. We ain't gonna sit here and act like that's not weird. That's weird. That's a fact. That's weird. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking now, like, so you mean to tell me Shorty is of age right now? Well, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say, well, why now? But it was going on. Speculations that Clarissa supposed to be pregnant. Speculations on that. You heard it first on 050BUCKS, aka Shoot Right Back. Clarissa, speculation that she may be pregnant. So I don't know. I think her last fight or her next fight is coming up. So I don't know for sure. I'm speculating if she kind of canceled that fight. I think it's in July or June. If not June, in July 7th or something like that. I think Clarissa, no, it ain't June. So I think it's like July 7th. Clarissa's supposed to have a fight, I think. So we don't know. I don't. Is that it? Is that the add on to the stunt? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Yo, you know what's sad about that, people? And it's sorry for the victims, right? Because you're starting to see this become a pattern where some of these lawyers are in on it. Some of these lawyers are in on it, right? And for the people that it's really happening to or was involved and they felt like they was violated, it's sad for them. It is. It's sad for them. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because these lawyers, it's like at an all-time high, a clout chase. Because you asked the question, and it may be an odd question because when you a victim, from what I hear, it's hard just to come out. I dig that. I understand that. I dig that. I dig it. Right? But when you think of all these big name celebrities getting sued, it never goes nowhere. They settle for the bread. So I'm assuming to believe that that money is going to help clear that mental disturbance, mental neglect. It's going to clear right up. You would think, right? It'll clear right up. So I question it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna front. I question it. I definitely question it. Because there's no way. There's no way, people. And I'm just being real. I'm just being real. There's nowhere in God's green earth that a situation like that can keep going down and they wait 30, 40 years later. Come on, y'all know better than that. I'm sure that. I'm sure y'all know better than that. It ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, oh, so it is in July, right? All right, so we on the same page, NY Nikki. Yeah, so we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's only speculation. I don't know. I don't know the full detail of it, but I don't think if she fighting though. You know what I mean? So I think we make a Nick stat. We make a just act like I ain't never say that. We could probably forget that. Yeah, we probably could forget that. Cause I don't know. I can't now, now, other things coming to effect with me now. There ain't no way in the world you gonna be pregnant and you out there fighting. You know what I mean, people? I don't think. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? You out there, you know, supposed to be pregnant and you out there fighting. I don't think that's gonna go down. So I guess it's safe to say, yeah, we could mix that. Yeah, we could mix that. Now, if the fight get canceled for some odd reason, then we'll know, right? Then we'll know. But that's that's the story. The story by itself is weird, just due to the fact of I don't even think that should have been leaked. to the masses. Yeah, I don't think that story should have been leaked to the masses. I think that was that's when it was nasty work. Artie L. Morrison in the building with Papino, my guy. How you? My man Artie out here working. My man Artie out here working. Yo, what's going on with you and Sonya, man? AKA, y'all already know who that be. You ain't gonna hear from me, but what's going on? I'm seeing, I'm seeing some things still circulating about you and Sonya, Artie. What's up with that? Artie got the whole YouTube on his top like a dirty do-rag, man. Word, Artie got the YouTube on his top like a dirty do-rag. But yeah, man, like that's just how I feel about the Papoose and the Remy Ma situation. So I don't know. Y'all help me out in the chat, man. You know what I mean? Notifications is going out a little slow. You know, let people come up in the building. But until then, what y'all think, man? Y'all think is it safe to say that that's not Papoose child? Or he asked for a DNA. He asked for a DNA. I don't know. So let's ask this: should have he asked for that? Like, should he have? Like, I don't know. That's wild. I do know that. Would you say, Artie? Delvin, bless up. Salute to my man Delvin. Now we just pretty much, uh, uh, giving our take on the situation as far as Papoose is saying that um Remy Ma child by him. That's not. He feel that's not. He asked for a DNA. He asked for a DNA. All of a sudden now he asked for a DNA. You know what I mean? So go to that good old post. Let me know what y'all think. Put it in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know was that a counter move? You know, was that was that a grown man move? Not to say that, who are we? You know what I mean? And while Link said, I doubt Rim is sleeping, and I think she, whoa, whoa, enough to let him know if that was a question. I don't know, man. Grego Sloop. Yeah, see, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's wild. Like for you to come out, all right, you going your way, you got another lady, fade to black. But for now, because I don't know from a female aspect, ain't that somewhat like a little disrespect? Yo, I want a DNA. I don't think that's my baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't that when I seen it, and now Ben was gonna what's the name on it, but I didn't have nothing. I ain't had nothing to go on. You know what I mean? So I said I don't wanna get caught up with too much speculation. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm saying, like, why would he now ask for DNA? Now we go back some lives I've done. Papoose talks about Remy Ma can't keep her legs closed. He said that. Remy Ma can't keep her legs closed. So I'm okay to believe if he felt like that wasn't his baby, then he wouldn't have said that. He wouldn't have said that. Or should we ask, how long was he feeling like this? Come on, people, let's talk about this, because now I'm starting to, I'm starting to speculate. You know what I mean? I'm starting to speculate because now I'm really like, this could have been a counter move. This is a kill your character move as well. Because let's speculate some more. Let's take speculation to another level. Let's say that's not his baby. Whoa. Let's say that's not Papoose baby. Do y'all think that'll kill Remy's character? Yeah, that's a fact, Agent. Like, you felt like that already. You know what I'm saying? Like, why speculate now? Because he's also speculating. Yo, Pap is also speculating right now, people. That's a fact. Yo, and see, that's why I said I wanted to break down that meaning, that black love. Like, what is black love? Because to me, I thought it would have been some type of separation. SRB, salute to my man SRB OG Johnny in the building. So, you know, if you knew that your wife can't keep her legs closed, active activity, salute my guys for who that? That's Jimmy, right? Jimmy, salute. Exactly, Delvin. So when you say black love, right? That's supposed to be somewhat something like excellence. No flaws. I mean, not the normal flaws. You dig what I mean? So like, they moving nasty. You know what I mean? They're they are really moving nasty. They are really embarrassing themselves. They embarrassing their career. They are, and the sad thing about it is, like Clarissa is, oh yeah, well, I don't want me and Remy name to be brought up in the same sentence, and we don't have nothing in common. Well, yes, Clarissa, I have a lot in common. You are now dating her husband. Leave the DNA thing alone. We don't know. Speculation. But we do know they married. So y'all have a lot in common. And I think she's pushing the needle on a lot of this. Because these are female antics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's safe to say these are female antics. This is something that a scorned female will do. You know what I mean? That's a fact, Delvin. That's what Black Love's supposed to be. And they are a bad example of what it's supposed to be. So Papoose, Craigo, so Papoose signed the divorce papers already? Hey, yo, Artie, I think active is Jimmy P. Now, I don't think he signed the divorce papers yet. Neither one of them. You know, Rim saying, yeah, he didn't have a lawyer. Then she's like, she helped retain the lawyer. Then I know she still had all his clothes at the house. Then she flipped like, yo, I'm about to throw these shits on the side of because they live right down the block from each other. Yeah, they live right down the block from each other. So we never know. We gonna know it's like YouTube. They're pushing numbers when you up there, blah, 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 blah. Like they're pushing numbers through the roof. But when when you come up here and you speak with some sense, there you have it. When you speak with some sense, there you have it. You know what I mean? Like, but you gotta speak with some sense though. If you don't speak with no sense, it's finito. If you don't speak with no sense. But when you start speaking with sense, people, you know how that you know how that go when you start speaking with some sense. They start calling you crazy and all kind of shit. Active activity. You ain't Jimmy P. I thought you was Jimmy P. Active activity. My bad. If you ain't, I thought that's who you was. Kenneth Johnson. Salute, Pat. Clothes were spread all over the highway. I started to pick up a couple items. I mean, I don't know if you trolling or nothing, but she said she was gonna put his stuff out. That's a fact. Yeah, now that's Jimmy P, man. Yeah, that's active activity is Jimmy P, man. yo, what happened with Wax AP? Wax AP behind the wall? Wow, that's wicked. It's boasting to have nothing. I'm just being real, man. This is no disrespect. And I only say this because you got that flag and all that. Like, and it's like I listen, and it just so happened, this is maybe like the first or second time I kind of tuned into you. But you talking about guys like Harlem Legend. Let's just stop there because you do and that's my Gaza. You know what I mean? And it's like all you do is tear down. You get your content off of someone's grind. You know what I'm saying? Like I never heard no one said, yeah, you know what, Gully spent time to help me this or gut. Like I don't. All I hear is you just boasting and that's it. I don't hear you about nowhere. Nowhere. So what I'm saying to myself, like, like, what is your gimmick? Like, what's your lane? To try to belittle somebody to make yourself look like something because you may never have felt like something growing up. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like really. Then you like, yo, you play ball, like, yo, man, it's getting so it ain't getting sad. But I mean, like, people gotta find a better angle, man. Like y'all killing me coming up here, always talking about yo, you this, yo, I'm that, and yo, I'm this, and then you go do a little evaluation of their pages. You thinking they already got 1 million subscribers? They pulling in 200 to 300,000 views a show. None of these dudes is doing none of that. I mean, to be honest with you, my man Mikey B voice. If I can get a good run, I, I they aren't enough arm reach where I can beat them. And they've been doing this for 5 to 6, 7, or maybe more years. I've been a monetized channel going on coming to be 2 years, if not 15 months. I've been monetized. That's it. So sometimes it be like, yo, wow, like, yo, let's boast it, man, and get to work. Cause you ain't doing nothing. You ain't breaking $500,000 checks, and you don't even, yo, I never seen nobody that was so big on themselves, right? When it comes down to YouTube. Because in real life, honestly, you can tell by a person's aura. You ain't got to show much. You ain't got to do much. You can tell by the person's aura. And some of these dudes like Gully TV, the drip. Where's your drip? And I'm not taking shots at him. I'm just saying, like, you try too hard for one. I'd have been like, basic, basic, Luke, Tommy, basic. I'm basic. But you be talking about drip, this, yo, I worked out, I stopped. Like, yo, listen, you ain't doing nothing abnormal that nobody else is out here doing, man. Like, to be real. Then you run around and you run behind this like you got knowledge yourself. It shows you don't. Come on, I eat, sleep. It shows you don't. It shows you don't. Man, woman, child. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It shows you don't. And I'm only speaking on that because, like, everything that come out your mouth is derogatory. It's like, yeah, well, these dudes is this and these dudes is that. YouTube, yeah, you said something about YouTube shit up the joint to make it harder for people to get to a bag. Like, that's hate at its all-time high. You wish YouTube up the mon, to be able to be monetized, the up the goalposts. So now instead of you needing 500 to get a partial monetization, before you needed 1,000 subs. Now you only need 500 subs to get a partial monetization. And then you keep doing your thing till you get to the 1,000. And I think it's 40 something, 100 or maybe 4,000 watch hours, or maybe it's that now. But however, whatever, it was harder than now. See, I got mine then. Now it's easy for you to get it. But why hate? If you got knowledge itself, the only thing you could do is support it. It's free. And then, and we still on the dude Gully, right? TV. And then it's like, yeah, I knew they was gonna do something to Fat Joe and Jadakiss podcast or whatever. That's what they do. But why would you want to be the one to be heard saying, oh, it's not gonna work? They're gonna this and they're gonna that. Like, come on. I mean, like, somebody need to put you on, man. Like, that's not it. Maybe that's why you're not going nowhere in this YouTube. You talk about people, you're not going nowhere. I don't see you with 1 million subscribers. I don't see you with 300,000, 400,000 a show. But yet you doing so much. It's sad, people. Then he be the same person, right? That'll look at a channel. Let's say for an example, he'll come in here. Let's say I got one person just watching me. It's only one person. He'll make mockery of that. He'll make mockery of that. He just said the dribble, whatever he be talking about. Then I'm hearing you talking about Harlem Legend. He doing the same thing you doing. But the difference with Harlem Legend is, right? I could say he helped. Y'all can say he tear down. To me, I can say he helped. He helped build up. Because it wasn't for the guys like him, there wouldn't be no 050 bucks. I wouldn't have been on no YouTube. So he gave me that alley and still remain to grow as well. That's a growing platform. How you hate? It's a guy doing content. Top shot, salute my guys. That's it. Doing content. You know what I'm saying? Like, like dudes really be bougie on these YouTube streets, man. On this app, man, you got a lot of bougie dudes, man. Had a nerve to about, yeah, all my stuff is for the high end with money. You ain't even got no money. You ain't even got no bag. Yeah, top shots. Another thing I heard. But it be people like him that don't want to see nobody win. This is why he can't win. It's just facts. This is why he can't win. Because there's no way you already built yourself an audience and all you could do is look back and say, you're not this, you're not that. And I got this, I do that. No one cares. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to speak for me. You ain't nothing but a step or two away from me passing everything you worked hard to do in 5 to 6 years. And I'm doing it in 15 to 24 months. You're doing the same thing. Maybe putting in more work, spending money for interviews. It'd be sad, man. It'd be sad. This guy don't even got like, and I'm gonna go from the top like that. This guy don't even got 1 million subscribers, man. No type of plaques on his wall. He ain't even got 100,000. And he just ramps and ramps, and then he ramps, and it be like, then you tell me you got knowledge yourself. how you got knowledge yourself and all you do is just destroy yourself to be real? Because I don't, like, if you was a guy, right, and you was coming on, right, and you was one of them, let's just say 300,000 subscribers, you bringing in 200, the minimum 200,000 views, then you could talk your talk. I'm just getting my feet wet. You know what I mean? So I know it's gonna take a grind. You hear everybody YouTube story, they're gonna tell you at the end of the day, I've been on this joint 3 to 4 years before they break through. So I asked the question, and I say, okay, well, why don't you got over 200 subscribers? 200,000? Just why? If you just so quote unquote the nicest nigga in Nebraska, why you don't have 1 million subscribers yet? Oh, well, I use the YouTube for this, I use the YouTube for that. Granted, that's dope. That's dope. But you try to come in, you try to downplay other people's situation, and it's like you put the spotlight on yours, and it's not that great. It's not that great. I'm just being honest. It's not that great. And I'm only speaking from a nation standpoint. You got knowledge yourself, so it's just like you got to do better. You coming with that 7 around your neck and all that. But I wanted to say that because you know what I mean. Like like my guy watches. You know what I'm saying? My guy watches it. You dig what I mean? And he used to always say that, but I always took to the basketball aspect because I'm nice too. So it's like, all right, be bold. They said what? Then I seen you interview my guy Sham. I'm like, oh, Sham. I didn't even like hit Sham and like, yo, what up with him? Because it's like you don't have to know a person to read it. Like you got look, it's a bozo, man. A bozo from Acapulco, man. Man, just being real. No more. It's sad, and I'm only like it's sad when you got somebody like that represents something, and all you do is do the opposite of your representation. Just get to your bag. You don't gotta let the world know every time you doing something. You could degrade him. Oh yeah, well he ain't this. He's not a content creator, and he's like, for what? You ain't be sad, man. I don't know what that is, but 10 Jules, I don't know what that is. Asia, appreciate that though. Anybody in the chat know what that is? Asia spoke with the gym. Top Shot got quiet. Yo, Yo, Agent said something about the gym. Top Shot got quiet. Yeah, but that's what that is, though, man. Like, the dribble. Dudes like that try too hard. He gotta have the best this, the best software for that, the best software for this. Like, stop it. I'm on StreamYard. The StreamYard hasn't failed me. Or I just go vertical. So what if your software better than other people? You may have better tech camera technology, better audio, better lighting than other people. So what? So what? I'm a firm believer. You go to Hassan Campbell and you watch his joint, he's doing that via phone. Ain't nothing stop his money on. YouTube, they say, oh yeah, we gonna deduct your check because you was on YouTube. I mean, you was on your mobile device. The quality of your video, the quality of your audio. Like, I ain't seen none of that. That's the sad part about it. You got everybody, they try to have the best of everything. For what? What you need the best of everything for? But dudes kill me though. Like, damn, leave some room to, to let somebody else, come up, probably can help you. Because obviously you ain't over that hump. You ain't there. You ain't popping. You bare minimum. You down here with us, bare minimum. You know what I mean? That be the bugged out part. He down here with us, bare minimum. Bare minimum. And he be the first one to try to talk about somebody. I think that's corny. Word, I think that's corny. That's a fact. That's corny. Especially when you ain't even got a million subs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even bring 200,000-300,000 people in a building, a show. Like, this show ain't that. So, like, who are you? I hate them people. You ain't even blow. How you gonna tell me how to blow? No roster. I heard you blew though. That's another story. I heard you blew. Talking crazy. But then talking about you got not. But then talking about you got knowledge yourself. Telling you, dudes is bugged, man. Dudes is bugged out. They're crabbing it. That's that what they call crab in a barrel mentality. That's what that is. Crab in a barrel mentality. crab in a barrel. Talk about his drip. Yo, he talk about his drip, people. Yo, hey, yo, people be killing me, man. And they be having the nerve to kind of like hate on a nigga who know how to put it together, man. I heard Jim Jones, or who was it? Yeah, Jim Jones. Jim Jones and the Nas. Jim comparing. You know one thing though, man, I can say about Jim, and I think we do have that in common. I'm a ride for me, man. Yeah, we all know the stats. We all know this. We all know that. I'm a ride for me though. I'm not. I'm him. Yeah, you give your balls and all that because he was kind of agitated. Jim was agitated because I guess a comparison. And sometimes you got to take the comparison. You got to take that and run with it. Skin and bone, salute, my God, salute. You got to take that and run with it. The comparison. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it and run with it. That's all. You know, some of us, man, we still get caught up, into the pride. Our pride get the best of us. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to swallow that pride, man. Don't taste that bad. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you got guys that come up here and play the representation, how to get you the money on Gully TV. It's like you out of pocket. You out of linear. You out of linear because you ain't doing too better. You know what I mean? Like, you need to stop that. Period. You really need to stop that. That's that may be the reason why your page ain't growing. You talk down on people too much, man. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't, I ain't saying help, but you ain't got to talk down on them either. If you ain't got help, then, you know what I mean? Shut up. If you ain't got help, shut up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just be sad, people. You know what I mean? It just be sad. Just due to the fact that when you get somebody that kind of gets somewhere when they do turn around and look back, it should be like, yo, this is what the situation is, this is what I got going on. Whoop-de-whoop. Not look back and be like, yeah, I made it, get it. I mean, like, come on. And you're not even like, but anyway, Papoose got to do better, man. I do got the poll in the post, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go wax dog salute. Go ahead and go to the post, people. You know what I mean? Um, is Papoose the father? Put yes. You feel he not? Put no. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna put no. Just for the sake of speculation, I'm going to say I don't think Pat the father. Put it in the polls. I got the poll in the post. You know what I mean? I'm hoping, y'all coming in, y'all hitting the like button. You know what I mean? Share the live out. We got to do this from the muscle. You know what I'm saying? So, we can't worry about YouTube pushing us and none of that. We got to, do it from the muscle, man. You know what I'm saying? So, on your way in the building, hit the like button, share the live, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? We ain't over here hurting nothing. You know what I mean? We over here giving our spill on, for one, what's the reason Papoose is asking for DNA? That's one. Two, what would happen if it comes out to be not Papoose child? Like, these are things that we can speculate on. You know what I mean? Because all of it is speculation. I didn't hear too many credible people talk about it. So, and I usually go to TMZ. TMZ usually has some good footage. I ain't hear nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't hear nothing. But these are the little things that I just would like to know. You know what I mean? Like, why wait till now? You already said she couldn't keep her legs closed. What's the reason? What is the reason? That's my take on it. You know what I mean? Like they do that now. But yeah, he's still, can you still have a dope relation, with Rim moms and all that? Then you got, another sidebar, right? Then you got, what y'all think about this Fat Joe thing, man? What y'all think about that? What y'all think about this Fat Joe situation? He getting sued now. Yeah, they just suing him now. It's no charges. It's just a lawsuit. That should make it bad. You know what I mean? Like, now all of a sudden, these lawyers are taking these cases. You know what I mean? That Munyon involved. These lawyers is like, yo, I want in, and they probably know that these people is not going to go to court all the way. Second option, that Munyon. Now the Tyler Perry thing, you kind of could have figured with the Tyler Perry. You could have, you could have kind of figured out that, you know, Tyler Perry's story was gonna get out there somehow. Now the allegations is from another man. The allegations is from another man. Then with the Fat Joe joint, he's being sued 20 million by an individual who used to work for him by the name of TA, and is dealing with, I don't know the time frame of it, but they were kids. I know one was like 15, like this young, went take them get their body done, and it's a couple. And then you look at the lawyers that's behind it, they're not credible. Yeah, the lawyers behind it is not credible at all. So I don't even know how that's going. I don't know how that's going to turn out. It's a beautiful day out here, people. Relaxing in the middle. You know, in the middle of it all. To be honest, enjoying the weather. So I'm sitting right. I'm thinking. I'm like, with them speculations going on surrounding Fat Joe, like how would that affect Jadakiss? Would that affect Jadakiss? Because once you start dealing and mailing. You know what I mean? You start dealing and willing. Look what happened with Shannon Sharp. Look what happened with Shannon Sharp. So I wonder, will Jada Kiss like fall back? Like, will Jada Kiss fall back if well, not even if he found out that the allegations are true. Before he found out the allegations being true, would he fall back? I'm like, that's something to make you go, right? Cause that's nasty work. But they got Fat Joe for, and see, that's what I'm saying. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I heard today it was Eureka, but it's not. He's being criminally charged. He's just being sued. It's weird, right? Yeah, he's just being sued. He's not being criminally charged. So I don't know. It's just it's. I got to do some more research on it. Niggas, anytime they talk about Rico, yeah, anytime they talk about Rico, hold on, you know what? Let me go holler at my man. I see Harlem Legend talks about it. We gonna go on and see what Harlem Legend is talking about. Perry. Today is Joseph Cartagena, aka Fat Joe. Let's talk about it. This is Harlem Legend, no cat. See to my guy Harlem Legend TV, man. Make sure you go like, share, and subscribe. I let the, the plane go by. All right, so like I said, salute to my guy Harlem Legend TV. Make sure you go like, share, and subscribe. So we're gonna break down the details of what's going on with Fat Joe. Man, don't know TA. TA's been around a long time, man. And we back with another banger. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. Yesterday was Tyler Perry. Now today on Juneteenth, yeah, on Juneteenth, think about it, y'all. Fat Joe has been accused of the unthinkable. Yeah, he's facing a crazy lawsuit right now in which they're calling a RICO lawsuit. That's a fact. Never heard of that. Man, the BX, man, hey. But Fat Joe, he's facing an unbelievable lawsuit right now by his ex-hitman, TA. Now, those of you that don't know TA is having a hard time. And to his credit, he didn't just come out yesterday with saying all these things. He's been saying these things for years. Now, DA was a young kid when he first got with Terror Squad. You know what I'm saying? And he's been around Fat Joe forever and a day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about he knows all his dirty secrets. Y'all gotta understand, TA has also made music. He's done a lot with Terror Squad. He was once on the team. Like we gotta call it what it is. He's been calling Fat Joe out for years. We're just hearing it now, y'all. I have to stress that. Think about it, y'all. Look at the dates on some of this stuff that TA was putting out. June 17, 2023. You feel me? Should I go into detail? Think about it, y'all. He's been putting out cryptic messages like this for years. Bad Joe, you asked me, do I take any accountability? Yes, I do. For watching you mess with. See, this is where it gets a little tricky at. And we're going to get into that too, because I want to break this whole thing down. He even came at, I don't know if y'all remember Cool and Dre, the producers. Yeah, they used to produce a lot of Terror Squad stuff. They was in cahoots with DJ Khaled and all these guys. Hey, he even wrote this one time. He said this N-word, Dre 6'7", was really having an actual relationship with him. Can't make this up. Man, Joe had a full-fledged relationship with Nicki, who was under, yeah, I get it. These N-words are terrible. Damn, Dre, that's what you was doing in the studio with that girl all those nights alone? Fat Joe knew Dre was having actual with underage because Joe was the guy telling him, calm down. We're going to take care of it. The girl is
from Miami. She sing, her brother played the piano. So he's been putting Fat Joe on blast. You heard? Let me show you how close their relationship was, y'all. Because I remember when Fat Joe first introduced TA. Pay attention. Terror Squad on it? TA's, put that camera on this man. You see, he got his waves. He got his waves going. Oh, we working, man. We working, man. That's TS, man. We working. Yeah. We got my man Rico Love on there. And
So, once I go in and do my little research, that's just to clarify that this thing is like really going down about Fat Joe and his buddy TA. I'd never heard of a RICO lawsuit. Never heard of it. But it's one of those people, man, at the end of the day, ain't nobody safe, yo. Underage. But the question at hand is, why no criminal charges? Is this one of the scams that the lawyers conjure up to get you a bag? I mean, you got to give the benefit of the doubt because we see it with our own eyes, people. We see these lawyers, they get these clients, and all they do is degrade the character. So now you ask, is these lawyers credible? Like, you know what I mean? Are these lawyers credible? Word, are these lawyers credible? Are they chasing a bag, chasing clout? I know it's nasty. And it's like, you got all this money. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? You got all this money, people, like, why? Like, that's, you start asking yourself that. You start saying, damn, they giving it up like that. You see again, right? And then you see a guy like Fat Joe, he sits around, acts like he's better than everybody, pretty much as he should. And allegedly, he's out here doing disgusting things to kids. Allegedly. So, until then, man, I'm about to, enjoy this good old weather. You understand? Appreciate everybody for pulling up, rocking out with your boy 050BUCKS, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. I'm trying to do something. I gotta do something. Get back in the algorithm a little bit. Right through StreamYard. Yeah, do StreamYard or something like that. Get messy, you know. Get messy with it. But yeah, man, I definitely like to know what y'all think about the Papoose and Remy Ma, man. Is that Papoose, child, or Papoose is not the father? You dig? But on that note, man, once again, man, on your way out the door, man, make sure you smash on the like button, man. Share the live. Subscribe to the channel. Go to the community wall. Participate in the show. Let me know what y'all think. Uh, Membership is out there. I mean, hit that membership up. Just stay tuned, man. When I'm quiet, I'm working. I mean, until then, hopefully I hit y'all tomorrow. Right through the stream, y'all. Get messy real quick. Bug out. And until then, man, it's your boy 050BUCKS. That gave us a shit right back.